Hello, everyone. Welcome. My name is Tim. I bring you villages related content, and in today's video, I'm going to answer the question, where should I live in the villages, Florida? I will focus on the newer sections near the Eastport Town Square. I'll give you my opinion. We'll go through a few of the neighborhoods, and I'll show you what I look for in a good place to live. But first, I want to explain what the Villages is. It is a 55 plus community located in central Florida. It is the fastest growing metropolitan area in the nation. It's also the safest community in the state of Florida. And if you see any homes on my video today that you're interested in, you will need to contact a Villages sales representative. I will bring you their contact information a little bit later in the video. What you see in front of you is the villages.com website. It shows all the new homes for sale. It shows all the new lots of land for sale that you could purchase and build a new home. And I want to go through some of the new areas and the new lots of land and explain to you what I think might be the best lot of land available to purchase to build your home on in the villages. I'm going to start here in the village of LaGrange. Here you have one neighborhood. All of these homes are covered under one bond. And I will show you some of these designer home lots that are for sale. And I'll show you what I think might be one of the best lots to buy in. And the first thing I look for in a designer home neighborhood is I'm looking for a lot that's not on one of the main streets. This is the main street that enters the neighborhood. I'm going to stay away from the lots that are on the main street. I'm also going to stay away from lots that are on a busy street like Corbin Trail. So I'm going to rule out some of these lots on the main streets. I'm going to look for lots that are in the back of the neighborhood where less traffic will travel. And I'm going to try to find a quiet neighborhood. And I've been stressing that on a lot of my videos before, that silence is hard to find in the villages. There are a lot of people living in close proximity to each other. And I feel that it's important to find a quiet neighborhood to live in. So if I'm looking at the village of LaGrange and I'm looking at these designer home lots, which lot would I choose to live on? I am looking at lots in this neighborhood here up in the upper left corner of the screen. I'm going to try to stay away from the main street, although if you noticed, most of the lots that are for sale are on or near a main street. So which lot do you choose? I believe this is going to be a patio villa neighborhood someday. I also believe that this green patch is going to be a patio villa neighborhood someday. So I'm going to stay away from these lots. I'm going to stay away from the lots on the main streets. I'm going to stay away from the lots near the patio villa neighborhood. So I am narrowing down my search to these 5 lots. Which lot would I purchase? Again, you're going to have another street coming into the neighborhood here. I'm probably going to look at this lot right here. Build your dream home, $12,000. Keep in mind that the lot of land costs $12,000. It does have a northwest facing lanai if you do build a home. Or you could be looking at this home here on this $10,000 lot as well. This is going to be a southeast facing home. It is a corner lot. It is, again, going to be on a fairly busy street, but given the lots that are available, there's not a lot to choose from. I probably wouldn't pick any of these lots that are for sale in the village of LaGrange. I would wait for maybe an interior lot to open up, and I would stay away from the streets. But let's say you pick this lot or the lot behind it, southeast facing Lanai. You do have a price of the lot of $10,000. Keep in mind there is a bond associated with this. These lots are located in Unit 169V. Unit 169V. I'd be looking at this bond right here 4.72% interest, $51,015 and some change. Annual payment, $3,374 and some change. For those new to the channel, the bond is infrastructure cost that the developer passes on to the home buyer. It allows the home buyer to pay it off all at once or over 30 years' time. If you pay it off over time, you will incur finance and administration charges. And this is the amortization schedule that shows you, if you pay it off over 30 years, how much finance and interest you will be paying. So $51,015 is the bond. So if you want to compare the price of this lot to maybe some other neighborhoods in Florida that you might be looking to buy into, you probably will want to consider adding the price of the land to $10,000 to the bond amount, $51,000. So in actuality, you're paying about $61,000 for the lot. And that way you can compare this lot to a lot in a different 55 plus community that does not parse out those infrastructure costs. So that's the village of LaGrange. Overall, I probably wouldn't buy any of the lots that they have listed for sale right now. I would wait for some of the interior lots to sell. So going off into this neighborhood here, these lots are also located in the village of LaGrange. So these lots opened up recently, and we're going to concentrate on these lots in the center of your screen. This is the Blanchard Postal and Rec Center. Actually, it's just a rec center. It's not a postal center. This is going to be the Woodlands Championship Golf Club, and they are going to have a restaurant there. So of these lots in the center section, which one would I consider buying? Keep in mind, this green patch here, I believe, is going to be a veranda home neighborhood. You will have a concrete block wall surrounding it. So if you're interested in purchasing a designer home lot, and all of these are designer home lots, with a backyard facing a wall, you would want to look at these homes right here, because there will be a concrete wall. This home here will have a concrete wall behind it as well. I think this is actually going to be a good neighborhood to live in. Toward the south of this neighborhood, I would be considering purchasing a lot. And if I had to buy into this neighborhood in the middle, I would be looking at one of these homes, either this lot or this lot. Again, they are going to be on a busy street, or I'd probably even look at this lot right here. I think most of your traffic will probably be going straight up around this loop and then up and around. So I probably would be looking at this lot here. It's not on the corner. I don't know. I don't believe this would be the busiest part of the street. This loop up here might be, but it's hard to tell. So I would be looking possibly at this lot. $5,000 for the lot. It is facing south. The back of the yard is facing south. It is located in Unit 196V. Let's take a look at the bond on Unit 196V. 4.72% interest, $55,352 and some change. Annual payment, $3,661 and some change. You will pay finance and interest charges if you pay it off over time. So if you're looking at this lot, it's $5,000 plus $55,000. So you're looking at around $60,000 all in dollars for this lot. So if I'm looking at that neighborhood in LaGrange, I'm probably looking at this lot. But then again, I think there could be other better lots available in this neighborhood, possibly this lot, possibly that lot. I would actually drive around here and I would try to determine where is most of that traffic going to go. They're going to come in off of this Sag Rider path, and are they going to turn left here, or are they going to go straight and turn? So that's why I would either choose this area or this area, and I would try to figure out where is the least amount of traffic going to be. So let's look at the other neighborhood that has new lots of land for sale. These are going to be located in the village of Okalo, and these lots have been recently released for sale. They are located very near the Eastport Town Square. All of these lots are. Here's LaGrange, and here is Okalo. They're all located within a 5-minute golf cart ride of the Eastport Town Square. That's where nightly entertainment occurs. You'll have live music, you'll have restaurants and shopping. So that's why it's advantageous to live near a town square. Generally, your home values will retain their value a little bit better than if you live further away from a town square. So let's look at the lots in Okalo that recently opened. What lot would you purchase? Again, I would stay away from the main street coming in. I would stay away from these lots, unless you wanted a golf course view. These homes are going to have a golf course view, and you can see the premium. But I think this street is going to be fairly busy. So I'm not sure. You can have the quietness of the golf course behind you, but you might have the busyness of all the cars driving by your home in the front of the home. So where else would I look in this neighborhood to possibly purchase a lot? And we will look for the bond information as well. So drilling into the neighborhood, I'm trying to stay away from a busy street. I'm thinking one of these interior streets. Then I'm looking at Marsh Bend Trail, and I think I want to stay far away from Marsh Bend Trail as I can get. So I'm thinking at looking at possibly on this street here. I'd be probably looking at a lot. You should have less traffic on this street. And then you'd be looking at possibly one of these lots facing west. You might also look at the interior street here, right? That is called Era Avenue. And you might want to look at a lot like this facing east. Again, all designer home lots. So I'm thinking this lot or that lot for $12,000 might be a good lot to buy into in the village of Okalo. This lot is located in the unit of 194V. Let's take a look at the bond information on unit 194V. $52,773 and some change, 4.72% interest. $34.91 and some change is your bond payment. So $52,000 and $12,000 is probably around $64,000 all in for that lot. I just wanted to make this video to give you an idea of what I look for in purchasing a new lot of land. Again, I'm looking to stay away from major highways, major roads. I'm looking to buy an interior lot. I would prefer to buy a lot with an east-facing or north-facing lanai. And you can see that the lots of land that are available, most of them do not meet all of those criteria. And there's a reason for that. Because all of the desirable lots are either not listed yet or they're already purchased by someone. Let me know what your thoughts are. I would appreciate that. But I wanted to give you an idea of where to buy a lot. I think that all of these neighborhoods are going to be very good lots, good neighborhoods, because they're going to be close to the Eastport Town Square. I actually think that this neighborhood to the south might be a pretty good area to live, or in the village of LaGrange, I think would be awesome to live as well. Maybe if some of these interior lots in the village of LaGrange open up on some of these quieter streets, maybe lots like this right here, they might be a good place to buy into. That is your video for today. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks for liking. Thanks for subscribing. Feel free to share this video with anybody who feels interested in the content. Have a great day. Stay safe, everyone.